It's a monumental moment in my Pokemon Crystal, not Let's Play, but playthrough. I can finally evolve my Growlithe into an Arcanine after getting all 16 badges. Just have to show Bill's grandpa a Growlithe, and now I can finally get the Firestone. That took a... Oh, but my inventory is full. I guess I can't get a Arcanine just yet. It's taken so long. Hello there, guys. This is Silent Mist, and welcome back to the vlog. I felt off today. I don't know why. I just haven't felt like high energy. It's not so much lethargic, but rather just like, I don't know, not if that makes any sense. Started off today trying to make a melted sandwich. And then I saw that there was mold on the bread, and I was like, I guess I'm not having that. Luckily, the other day, not too long ago, we went to McDonald's, and there were a few frozen cheeseburgers in here, and there was one left. Yes, McDonald's cheeseburgers freeze really well, but had that for breakfast? Not really breakfast. I didn't eat much until a few hours after I'd woken up, and I was really hungry, so I had that, and that filled me right up. But since then, I haven't had much. It is 8. I guess I should have dinner soon. What will I make for dinner? I don't know. I wanted to have a sandwich, but then my bread was bad. Maybe I'll have a banana. Those are healthy. But, yeah, other than that, I'm finishing up... What? No. I'm finishing up my playthrough of this game. I am 16 badges in. As you can see, I don't know if it'll... Does it not show you all 16 badges? Interesting. Let's see if I save. 16 badges in. My team is more or less done. I want to train up a Larvitar to a Tyranitar, but that's going to be really time consuming. Don't think I'm going to actually do that. So now that I've beaten this, I need a different game. And it says my playtime is 33 hours, although I've been using fast forward quite a bit, which is bound to that, and that just speeds everything up quite a bit, because I am of the impatient type. I want to play this game, but I want to play the game fast. But other than that, sent out applications today. Came to the realization that a couple of people that I've sent applications to have been getting, not my resume, but instead have been getting a project report for a project that I did last semester, which was, for some reason named resume. And yeah, so I attached that to an email to like 2 or 3 people, and I guess that would explain why I haven't heard back from them, because I didn't send them a resume. Oops. But now that I finally figured that out, I've stopped sending that. I've deleted that file and made sure that it has no more existence on my computer, because it's just not good. I don't know how that happened, or why that was named resume, or why that was on my desktop. I don't know. So confusing. But other than that, I don't know if this computer is it alive right now? It is. I've been waiting. Oh, has it frozen? There we go. I've decided to install the Windows Insider Preview on this computer for no other reason than I've seen it, and it looks really nice, but I don't want it to be running on my main computer, so instead I'll just run it on this computer. This will be the experimental computer where it's running OS X and it's running this other program, no, Windows 10. Because I've come to the conclusion that Windows 10 is not going to run on my main desktop as is, because for some reason performance is just awful, like horribly bad. The graphics card doesn't work right. I ran a couple of benchmarks and it's scoring lower than it should be in just about every metric, which is a little weird. Like, the processor is performing worse than a quad core. The memory is performing worse than the memory in this laptop. Even though it's clocked higher, the memory is performing slower on that computer. So yeah, it's just full of a ton of problems that I don't think I'm going to be able to fix, because they're just really hardware-specific problems that are happening because I have a really weird computer. Yeah, those Xeons, X58s, all of that. Simple problems. But I've come to the realization that at some point or another, I'm going to need to like redo all of my computers so I have one act as the central storage computer. Actually, no, this kind of goes back to, I want to get a server motherboard for my main computer, But I don't have a case that fits server motherboards because most of them are EATX or SSI-EB, EEB, or EBB, one of those two. And basically, that case, despite being a full tower case, despite being a gigantic case, cannot fit EATX motherboards because there are drive sleds all along the right side of the case. Like, yeah, this entire space from here over is not usable and you can't mount a motherboard into there. However, my other desktop, the Define R4, if you remove all the drive cages from it, you can fit an EATX motherboard in there. So what I think I'm going to do at some point or another is get rid of this motherboard and processor and memory and all that stuff and move the desktop, the main desktop's hardware into this, and then find some cheap dual socket motherboard and a couple of processors and make that thing my primary computer. Well, primary like workstation computer, and then this thing will be just the stupidly high clocked i7 or Xeon and a bunch of hard drives. So this will be the file server. But that's not currently in the woodworks because that's a lot of just like swapping around and part buying, which right now don't want to do that. So yeah, that's the plan with that. I've been thinking about that over the last couple of days. I'm like, if I just do a couple of swaps, I could probably do some decent hardware upgrades without spending too much money. The biggest thing would be hard drives. Those are expensive. Those are really expensive, and I need a lot of them. I need a lot of space in order for it to be like a justifiable upgrade. And basically, like right now, since I'm not archiving all of my stuff, not making regular backups, not backing up everything that I do, I don't need a massive amount of space. But as soon as I want to do that, I can't like go halfway. I need to commit myself to making the best file server, or at least one that's really good for the price. So that's been that plan. Other than that, like I said, I've been playing some Pokemon. Apparently, youngster Joey is calling me and probably telling me about his top-tier Rattata. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you, youngster Joey. But, yeah, now that that computer is finally going, everything is slowly falling into place when it comes to computer stuff. And, I mean, that's like 90% of my life, isn't it? But, yeah. I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner because I'm starting to get hungry. So I've decided to go with some chicken noodle soup because it seems like the most well-rounded thing I could eat right now. This computer has been rebooting here and there. I think it's finally getting somewhere with the installation of the updates. Oh, or maybe it's done? Is it done? I would be surprised if it's done. I don't know. But that's running, and the other day I just pulled, well, I shouldn't say I pulled this out, I've been moving this around. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with this computer, because now it's just kind of sitting around and doesn't have much of a point, but, oh, this looks the exact same. I thought this was supposed to look different. Let's see, oh, I typed in the password wrong. I'll sign in later. I don't know if the updates were applied yet. But yeah, food. Need me that food, but it's not done cooking yet. Hurry up, you! It is time for the monumental moment that is evolving this Growlithe that has been with me since the beginning of the game, yet that has not evolved at all. Go, Doge, go! It's finally gonna be a useful member of my team. Yeah. Oh, look at that hair flail through the wind. So, yeah, now in this game the only thing I need to do is beat Red, which I don't think I can do yet because I'm pretty sure I am far too underleveled to consider fighting Red at this point because Red has like a level 70-something or it's level 80-something Pikachu, and yeah, the rest of his Pokemon are pretty strong, and my strongest guy's at level 55, so I don't think I'm going to be able to beat him. Not without training a little bit more. Run through the Elite Four a few times, see what I can do with that. But, yeah, finally. It only took 16 badges, but now he's evolved. So a few hours later, I've eaten the chicken noodle soup, and I've had a bowl of cereal, and I feel much better. I guess I must have just been hungry or something, because, yeah, I felt really off earlier today, but now that I've had a little bit of everything, I feel much better. I guess that's the moral of the story. Don't start your day off by eating McDonald's, because it just makes the rest of your day feel kind of weird. But Windows 10 has finished downloading the updates needed in order to start updating, and now that's going. I took the old 32 gig SD card and stuck it in here because I want to see if I can do a couple of things with that in terms of either using it as expandable storage or, I don't know. I don't think I should try to install an operating system on it because that is a very slow SD card. The only fast SD card that I have is currently the one that's in use on this camera, where I think it has read-write speeds somewhere in the realm of 40 to 60 megabytes per second depending on what you're doing. And obviously, well, it's being used for the camera. I can't really use this one. Well, I could. It's just really slow getting the footage off of this camera because this is such a slow SD card. But in terms of recording, it's perfectly fine. And I have had a couple of times where I've had 40 plus gigs of footage on this camera. And yeah, when that happens, that's usually just because I've been pretty lazy and didn't edit the vlog, but hasn't happened. Well, actually, no, it's not usually that I haven't edited the vlog. It's I've dumped the footage off, but I don't like deleting the footage off the camera until after it's edited, just in case something bad happens and then I need to move the footage again. So I can do that. But one thing that I want to do sooner or later is set up, I don't really know, I want to set up some sort of synchronized storage among all of my computers that has just easy access to all the files that I'll ever need. And the only problem with this is, well, I'm using computers with multiple operating systems, and as far as I can tell, Windows uses SMB, which is supported by everything. I know OS X can connect to it. I don't know if Linux can connect to it, but I don't really have any Linux boxes that would need to do that. Other than that, yeah, if I could do that, I want to set up like either a mapped network drive that I can connect to from anywhere, which you can do in Windows, but only through a VPN. I haven't attempted doing it with OS X, but I also don't know if a Windows client can connect to an OS X share. I don't know what they use. They use the Apple file protocol, AFP, which is, I don't know if Windows can connect to that, and I don't know if I can map that to something outside of my network. So it's just a whole bunch of things that I haven't tried out, but I might be trying out soon, but it's starting to get late. So I think I'm going to end off the vlog for today. The camera's also dying, which is perfect timing. I can go switch to like the good battery. I've been trying to rotate the batteries just so I use the crappy ones and so they don't hold the charge too long, in the off chance that that might cause them to last longer. So yeah, I'm rotating the batteries. I'm finally going to be going back to the good battery that actually lasts for more than like 1 or 2 days, depending on how much I vlog. And yeah, so that's going to be all for now, guys. I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all again tomorrow. So until then, good night.